Hey, I'm Ron Luce, and welcome to week one of preparing you for Acquire the Fire. It is epic truth. We are getting ready to have an epic time this year at Acquire the Fire. Now, as you may know already, we've got bands coming. We're going to have amazing worship. We're going to have times where you're going to learn stuff in a fresh new style that we've set up for you, so you can electronically take advantage of stuff and remember it and put it into your heart and apply it and discuss it and this kind of thing. But the most important thing right now is to prepare yourself for it. And so this week, I want you to think about preparing your own heart. What does God want to do inside you this year at Acquire the Fire? Now, maybe you've come year after year, maybe this is your very first time, but think about this. This is 27 hours, starts Friday night, all day Saturday night, where you shut out the world and you get to connect with God. You don't get all the white noise and all the media and all that, and you get to kind of connect with God. He's going to peel the layers of your heart back, like an onion, and so that you can really connect with Him. And so begin to pray right now. God, what is it that you want to do in me? Maybe you've had some struggles or some challenges the last year or two or three following Christ. Maybe some challenges in your family, things that are going on with friendships, things in your school. You're thinking about the future. What is it that you want the Lord to speak to you? And I want to encourage you to write those things down. Lord, these are the things I want you to do. It's like a laboratory. You're all weekend, it's like God laboratory, right? God like rearranging, molding, like we're in His hands and He's molding us all weekend long, right? But you begin to pray right now, Lord, what do you want to do inside me? Maybe it has to do with challenges. Lord, I want you to speak to me in this area of my life, this challenge that I've had, or this other area, or maybe you felt lonely a lot, or there's just inner turmoil on the inside. God came to Solomon one time, and he said, Solomon, what do you want me to do for you? And Solomon was wise. He said, could you give me wisdom? And God was so happy that Solomon said wisdom. He says, I'm going to not only give you wisdom, I'm going to give you power, I'm going to give you wealth. Jesus said this. There were blind men and said, Jesus, Jesus, they were screaming. And Jesus walked up and said, what do you want me to do for you? So this is a common question that God asks, and I would believe would be asking you, like, what do you want me to do for you? What do you really want? Begin to write those things down, maybe in your journal or in a notebook. Begin to write things down, because as you pray over these things and write them down, God's preparing your heart to hear. And if you go into the weekend with a real sense of expectation, God, I really want you to meet me. These areas of confusion or challenge that I've had, God, would you come? Would you help me? He might use one of the speakers, one of the bands, one of your friends, one of the leaders that come with you. And so week one is write the vision down, as Habakkuk 2 talks about. Write the vision down, make it plain. What is it that you want the Lord to do inside you? Write it down right now. Write it down and begin to pray about it this week. And over the next 3 or 4 weeks, be praying about those things that you write down. And God's going to begin to prepare your heart to receive your answer to those areas. We'll see you next week.